Hi, Megan.
Hey, Devon.
Hello, hockey style listeners, and
Happy
happy
Hockey
Hockey Day!
Day.
It's here. We have been talking about this day since we started this pod back in April, but it is the 25-26 NHL season. First game on Behind Megan as we speak. And when this episode drops, it'll be the Red Wings home opener. So it is a good day in Hockey Town and a great day for all NHL fans. And we're glad you're here hanging with us. If you're new here, welcome. We have a weekly podcast that covers all things hockey. We just chat hockey. The style angle comes in because we like to bring in industry guests who help shape the style of their team, franchise, arena, or the sport in various capacities. So we're really glad you're here, and we'd love it if you would go ahead and subscribe. Give us a like, give us a follow on Instagram at Hockey Style Podcast, and we'd love to hear what you think. So don't be shy about leaving a comment. So, Megan, how are you celebrating Hockey Style Day?
Just absorbing all of the new social media. It's so fun.
It sure is. There are so many great announcements today about the 23-man rosters being solidified. It's so fun to see how all the teams are stacking up. But of course, we have to be really excited to share for our listeners who aren't from Michigan why we are smiling, and that is the kids are all right here in Detroit.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I mean, for the first time that I can think of in ever, we have three true rookies.
Yes. Who weren't anticipated
Mm-mm.
necessarily to make the team. And I think that's like the real news story here. These were Emmett Finney, Michael Brandsegnigaard, and Axel Sandin Pellikka, who we all knew were phenomenal players, but truly were likely going to play another year or a year in the AHL for Grand Rapids Griffins and
Mm-hmm.
worked their butts off, proved themselves throughout camp, throughout preseason, and really dominated in the exhibition games. I mean, making plays, getting points, setting up some of the best moments across those games. And they elbowed their way onto the team.
Mm-hmm. I
And it
think I've
happened.
been begging for years to just let them try. Let them try. Who
Yeah.
knows what's going to happen? But at least they are getting a chance to start the year with the team. And I'm excited to see what they can do with it.
Yes. And Emmett Finney, he's just not on the team because I know we talked about predictions and possibly he might end up, making the roster, but we both agreed we didn't want to see him make the roster and then play like third or fourth line and end up with like 7, 8 minutes a game. It looks like, based on practice this week, he is going to be first line winger with Larkin and Raymond. And that is meaningful minutes, of course. And we're going to see him with two elite players. I am so excited to see how that elevates the team, energizes the team, and helps, Finney even excel quickly.
This was a fun fact I saw today. Do you know the last seventh round pick that made the opening night lineup for the Detroit Red Wings? I wouldn't
Was
I
it
wouldn't have known this off the top of my head.
was it Henrik Zetterberg?
It sure was.
Yeah, look at sometimes I know things. I don't know how I pulled that. Um, the only reason I guessed him was because I knew he wasn't a top pick who
Mm-hmm.
was elite. Well, Megan, if we have that as any type of benchmark, things
I
are
mean,
about to get exciting in Hockey Town.
I love a good correlation. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. I just got goosebumps. That's awesome. And the other thing I asked for was if either Axel Sandin Pellikka or Michael Brandsegnigaard make the team, can they please just both make it? Or like both have a little more time in GR because the two of them together have the best chemistry on and off the ice. So you'll have to listen to one of our most recent episodes for Megan and I sharing stories from training camp, but those two are a hoot
Mm-hmm.
and it's training camp talk. I think it's two episodes together. You can hear about their little fun dynamic, but I think they're like the young Mo and Razor. Not that Mo and Lucas Raymond are old.
But
They're also young.
speaking of Mo and Lucas,
Share the big news.
speaking of Mo and Lucas,
It's official.
yay!
Yes.
Go
So
ahead and
they
tell.
have okay, I was like, do I get to
You
tell? Do I
tell.
get to break the news?
You
The last few seasons, we have been alternating our assistant captains on the Red Wings between like six guys predominantly, and McClellan made it
And it
official
would,
today.
yeah, and that would often depend. Some guys who are well known around the league, like one person I remember, like, oh, we're gonna give Franz Nielsen the A because everybody loves him. So
Yeah,
when we were out and about, we would give Franz the A because
yeah.
everybody loves Franz.
Yeah. And in some capacity, we've done things in a similar way that like the past two seasons where if we're going to Chicago, Patrick Kane gets to wear the A. Otherwise it was um, Ben Sherratt, JT Comfer. But officially, as of just a few hours ago this afternoon, both Moritz Seider and Lucas Raymond are the alternate captains of the Detroit Red Wings, working hand in hand with Dylan Larkin. And we're excited about that for a number of reasons. Obviously, these are two elite players who have developed so quickly, but they're also staples. We are going to build our franchise around these guys in
Mhm.
Detroit for the next 7 years. So hopefully longer. But they deserve it.
And I think that if we really are going to carry on this way and have such a young roster, because we really do,
Mhm.
they're excellent choices because they're not super young, but they're certainly not old. So I think they'll
Mhm.
be great leaders. They've already been through things. They've, kind of risen really quickly, and hopefully they can help our younger guys do that too.
Yep. And it's cute because I still think of them as the young guys, but
Oh, they are.
but like these young guys who are just
Hmm.
coming up, look at them as the guys who know what's going on, the guys who've
Yep.
already proven themselves. So it's fun to see them kind of, become like the senior in high school who gets to be like the cool guy kid, but like still a kid. Gosh, I'm really making myself sound old right now. They are really two guys who went from figuring out how to be in the NHL to being a voice of reason in the locker room. And when they speak, people listen. I think that's going to do wonders for Detroit.
Hmm.
So, dare I say, two things we didn't think we would be saying this year is one, our team is so young.
Hmm.
And two, there's a really good energy going into the season.
Yeah, I would not have thought that.
No,
Hmm.
we're feeling good.
But
And
as always, prove me wrong.
mm,
If I
mhm.
have something bad to say about my team, please prove me wrong.
Yes.
I would love
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Only when we say something bad, prove us wrong. Otherwise,
Yeah.
please prove us right because
Hmm.
we want to see the Wings succeed. The early forecasts, of course, didn't look good for the Wings. I think we were projected in most models to be in the bottom two or three in the Atlantic Division. I think with where everything has shaken out, I would hope that those models have changed and it's more favorable for the Red Wings now. But we'll just proofs in the
I think we're
pudding.
actually going to have to do it. I don't think anyone's going to predict that it will be better than what they already are. I think we
Fair
just have
enough.
to do it.
Fair enough. Well, this Thursday is Detroit Red Wings home opener and our annual red carpet walk. So if you are downtown early, out and about, come say hi to Megan and I. We will be there with bells on as per usual. Probably also loud outfits that are it's just a little something extra. So stay tuned. We'll save that for next week, but please come say hi. We would love to meet our listeners. I actually, Megan, I reached out to Old Time Hockey today because he posted he's going
Oh,
to be there, and I was like, oh, please, we got to come say hi. So,
yes.
and Austin from Fresh Coast is going to be there with his wife. So
Amazing.
it's just going to be a party. This is
Perfect.
our like how people in especially in Detroit get so excited for baseball opening day because it's like start of springtime and everybody's downtown. Like this is our version of that. Like it's
Hmm.
like a reunion and you see all your friends from last season. So
Hmm.
vibes are high.
Yes.
In non Detroit news, I accidentally started a new segment of our pod last episode, much to Megan's chagrin. If you're not watching YouTube, she's doing the most dramatic eye roll you can imagine. She's very good at it. Devon's goalie room, but I'm bringing it back because
How
I've
did
got
it get
more
to be a room? I
goalie.
thought it was just a corner.
Well, it started as a
It just
corner, but
keeps
then I'm like,
expanding.
goalies
I will not let this take over my life.
goalies don't have a corner; they have a room, right? Don't they call it the goalie room? Even though,
I
ironically, it's not a separate room; it's just the
I
same
don't.
locker room. I
Uh,
think they say that.
okay. I think it's the
it's
corner.
more
I'm keeping him in the
terminology.
corner.
You're gonna give him little dunce caps.
No, I didn't say that, but you're not going to take over my room.
Okay, fair enough. But in my little goalie room inside of the main locker room, we're talking about Buffalo today because sadly, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen sustained another injury in his last preseason game and had to come out. It's not related to the initial injury. So sadly, he's battling another one, and I believe he's still week to week. But they're keeping Devon Levi in the AHL, who we both love, and Alex Lyon will be one of their starters as anticipated. But interestingly, they took off waivers from St. Louis. What is the young man's name? I just learned about him. Colton Ellis. He's a 25-year-old goaltender that the Blues selected in the third round of the 2019 draft. And he was just claimed off waivers because of his age. So they jumped at the chance, and it was right before the roster deadline at 5 p.m. So he's slated now to be one of the starters. He was really promising for the Blues, but they're going to be okay. They have other backups. For Buffalo, it's like a jump ball. Interesting to see what will happen over there with goaltending, and we hope 6K, as we prefer to call Ukko-Pekka
You
Luukkonen.
do.
I
I
got that
prefer to
from.
say Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
You're right, you do. If you know, you know. That's an old Instagram video you'll have to find, but we love that one. Yeah, we hope he gets well soon, and best of luck to our buddy Alex Lyon. Other news in the goalie corner, we did see Joey Decord actually had his jersey retired by Arizona. So that was kind of neat. So his whole family flew back to the Sun Devils arena
Oh, I
to
was going to say
see
Arizona State then.
Arizona State. Arizona
Okay.
State. Yes. Arizona State.
Why would Arizona do
Yes.
that?
I know. Arizona State, the Sun
You're
Devils.
like, I sure don't
Number
like this.
35 was raised to the rafters, which is pretty cool for their hockey program. And, Joey got to celebrate. So those were the two non-Detroit updates I had. But today, as we record, there are 3 NHL games happening. So we're going to have a lot to dig into. And I can't wait for some real hockey talk, not just, as much as we love them, pictures of players with dogs all summer. All right. Anything else you wanted to cover before we jump in?
I think we should jump in.
All right. Thanks for
I
bearing
have
with
to
me.
say, yeah, I am truly honored to introduce our guest for the second period today. If you have been to a Red Wings game in the last few years and enjoyed a little pregame moment, you have seen our guest, Miss Monica Notaro, live singing in person. And you already know that that's amazing, but I can't wait for you to all hear how truly amazing she is, how she got started singing for the Wings, and her amazing entrepreneurial skills with her business, Miroh Meals. So I am so excited for everyone to get to meet Monica in a little bit more in-depth setting.
In our next session coming up, the second period.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the second period and welcome, Monica.
Hi, how are you guys?
Fantastic. We're so excited to be chatting with you. This is an episode we've really been looking forward to.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so pumped. Yeah.
So pumped because as we speak, as we're recording, it is also the kickoff of the 2025-26 NHL season.
Yes.
Woo! And we're so close to home opener. Will we see you there on Thursday?
Oh, I will be there. Bells and whistles on. It'll be great.
Awesome.
So
Well,
good.
we have been fans of yours for a long time. We see you at every game because we go to every home game, and you always come out with your flawless, beautiful voice, but also your impeccable style. So
Thank
I'm not
you.
exaggerating. When Megan and I sat down and we were starting the podcast, we did like on a piece of scratch paper, like who are some people we want to talk to, and you were like in our first 6 people. So
Stop. Wow, I'm honored. Honestly, I'm honored. I was so excited to meet you guys. Yeah, that's great.
fabulous. And then our funny story of I think I ran into you at the end or like between the second and third period, right before the playoffs. So we were still like, will we make it? Will we won't make it last season? Probably not the best time to run up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm Devon. Do you want to be on our podcast? But you were so sweet because you were like, yes. And then we reconnected this summer at a Kilo and Co event, and you were
Yeah.
like, hey, I've been looking for your card. And I was like, wow, you actually
Like,
remember that? I was a couple cocktails in at that point.
honestly, classic me, just mid-game having you come up to me. I was like, and I literally thought about you guys for the rest of the game. Then I was like, I got home and I'm like, oh no, I don't know where I put that card, but you were just so like passionate. I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to be friends with this girl. Like, I really like her. And then I kept thinking about you, and then I was like, oh no, she's gone forever.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I did immediately find Megan and said, I just invited Monica Notaro on the pod. And she's like, yeah, we were equally as excited. So
Oh,
Yes.
yay.
for our listeners, this has been a long time coming, and it's only fitting that it is our first episode to kick off the brand new NHL season. So, all that said, Monica, you have become to fans like us in Detroit really a part of the Red Wings experience.
Oh,
And I know that was a long time coming for you as somebody who has been a singer, been a sports fan, and went through the process of throwing yourself into the mix for consideration to become the anthem singer that we see at home games. So tell us
yes.
about, first off, just your background in singing and how did you get inspired to reach out to the Red Wings organization and audition?
Yeah, so honestly, I just as of recently was looking back on emails, and so in 2010 is when I started reaching out to actually the Griffins. I went to school at Grand Valley, so I was in Grand Rapids. So I had reached out to them starting in 2010. I have like this old email. I have this attached video, like really grainy, like honestly, just on like a horrible whatever phone I had at the time. And I was just like, hey, my name is Monica. I live in Grand Rapids. I'd love to sing for you guys. Didn't hear back. Emailed the Red Wings. I probably emailed them for 5 more years, no response, which is fine. I probably wasn't reaching out to the right people. I didn't like do my research at the time. Like, I'm sure they had auditions. I just like never did that. I just would send in videos. So I finally, my friend was an owner of the Grand Rapids Drive, which was the G League team of the Pistons, and I had ended up singing for one of the games the first year that LCA was open for his team for the yeah, the Grand Rapids Drive. They were at LCA the first year that they opened. And I sent in that video to whoever I had been emailing for the last, 8 years. This is in 2018. 2018 is when I sang for the drive. And I sent in the video and I immediately heard back from them from that same
Wow.
email I had been emailing. And I'm like, okay, this is great. So they were like, hey, we have a red and white game, which, as you
Hmm.
know, is like the prospects coming in and they play a game down below the ice in the practice rink. And they're like, we'd love to have you come and sing for the red and white game. So this is 2018. I
Okay.
get there. I'm in like, my leather jacket, my heels. Like I was like, I had no idea what I was doing at the time. And at the time, my boss sang the game and he comes up to me and he's like, oh my gosh, like we need to have you in our on
Oh,
the ice. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. So yeah, 2018, I sang the red and white game. And then 2 or 3 months later was my first full home, regular season game with them. But back backtrack, I was in a band for 10 years. I've
okay.
always been able to sing. Since I was little, I was singing like Roy Orbison in the back of my parents' car, just rocking out. I knew every single word, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, like that was my music inspiration as a young child. So yeah, I had a band and in college for 10 years, and we did weddings and corporate events and private events.
Oh,
And
very cool.
I think that's where like I really gained a lot of my stage presence ability, because that just doesn't ever come natural to people. Like you can be outgoing and that kind of thing, but just singing in front of that many people is really, you have to like prepare for that.
Yes.
So yeah, I had a band for 10 years, and 2018 was my first game with the Wings. It was
Wow.
incredible. Literally, I still watch the video like all the time. Just
I
Hmm.
love it.
yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
crazy. I actually became like a full season ticket holder in 2018, and we
Oh,
had a long time singer forever and ever everybody knew, and then that kind of
yeah.
went away, and it was kind of like, what's going to happen? Like, what are they going to do? Like, are we going to continue having someone do it on a regular basis to make it kind of like a tradition. And I'm so glad that it
Thank
turned out to be you because you do such a fantastic job. It's always so impressive and it's
you.
so nice to keep that piece of our tradition and move forward with you doing it. It's so fantastic.
Yeah, and I especially think like hockey is all about traditions. And even when we
It
had
is.
the previous singer that has been there for, ever and ever,
Hmm.
I would go to games at the Joe and just as a
Yep.
young kid and just like having that opportunity is truly like once in a lifetime. And then to be able to say that I do that, 90% of the game, 95% of the games
Yeah.
is like really incredible. So,
Yes, we're
hey,
very
yeah,
lucky to
I
have
love you.
you.
Thanks.
When you saw her performing at the Joe as a little girl, did you think like I want to do that? Or when did it hit
Oh
you
yeah.
like I want
Oh
to
yeah.
I want to sing in a massive arena?
Yes. I mean, I
Wow.
think like over the years, I would give myself these goals and I always somehow hit them. Like, okay, I
Good
wanted to
for
be in a
you.
band. Okay, well, I had a band for 10 years and then I wanted to sing at weddings and I did that for 10 years. And like, it's just, yeah, I just kept forcing myself to continue to do these things. So,
It's
yeah,
yeah, get comfortable being uncomfortable. I love that.
totally.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I've become like addicted to that too. That like adrenaline rush of like, I still get nervous. I still
Do
get
you?
nervous.
You would never know.
Only about the first like 4 or 5 home games, and then I'm getting comfortable with it, but that first home opener is unreal. I can't even
Yeah.
describe the feeling. It's like I'm like chills on the ice. I kinda get teared up sometimes. It's just like that
Oh,
feeling is the energy is so amazing in on the rink, like in the rink. It's so
I
awesome.
bet it's going to be extra emotional this
Yes.
season with it being 100 years, the centennial. You'll see the new jerseys out there at
Oh, I'm
warm-ups. Like,
so excited.
yeah, I just got goosebumps, honestly,
Wait,
and it's like 100
I'm not
degrees in
kidding.
this room.
I just got goosebumps. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, this is why we're like kindred spirits.
Yes.
Okay, so you said you sang at weddings, which
Yes.
is a big group, but what was
Yes.
the largest group you performed in front of before you walked into Little Caesars Arena and had to sing the national anthem?
Probably I actually sang at Carnegie Hall one time in New
Okay,
York.
so you have
So
had
I've
some
been in
that's
front of,
incredible.
but not as like an adult really. Just like that was like I was a young adult, like in a choir doing some stuff, but probably, 1,000 people,
Okay.
1,500 people most. And Little Caesars is almost 20,000 seats, which
Yes.
is insane. I still like when I say that out loud, I'm like, what?
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
crazy.
can you see when you look out like all the way up or does it help that it's kind of dark up there?
Um, with the lighting changes now, because now they do like a red burst, I
Yep.
can really see up to the first like lower bowl. I can see up to the very top, but um, yeah, like the first 15 rows, I can see pretty much around, but I can hear everything.
Yes.
So if you guys yell something, I promise you, I have heard you. Like the sound just comes right down to where I'm at. So like even people like yelling something like from afar, I can really hear it. It's hilarious. So
Amazing.
Wow.
yeah.
I can promise you you're not hearing Megan. she just she does not yell. I'm like, come on, Megan. She'll be like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
Now my husband and I will lose our voices over screaming red in the middle of
Oh yeah.
national anthem. Does that
Oh yeah,
bother
we love
you?
it.
Okay, good.
No,
Good.
I've learned to really like tune it out. I can
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, I'm expecting the worst, I'm expecting some sort of like foghorn to go off at a random time. Like I'm ready for anything at this point.
Yeah. You
So
really are. You have to have like a certain level of toughness, I think, to sing at a hockey game because expect the unexpected with hockey fans,
totally.
right? Like especially the closer we get to playoffs, like
Yeah.
you don't know what you're gonna hear.
Just don't throw an octopus at me, please. I've had 2 close calls and that's all I
Are
want.
you serious?
Oh
No
yeah.
way.
I'm
Oh,
ready to catch one though. So if it comes close to me, like how cool would
yeah.
that be? Just in the
Yeah.
middle of the anthem, like. But also, don't
Legendary.
disclaimer. But just please don't do that. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted. Yelling's
Yeah.
okay. Octopi at Monica is
No
frowned upon.
octopi. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So your voice is incredible. Everyone knows that. But how do you have to prepare differently or consider the acoustics when you are in LCA? Does that make you nervous at all?
Um, I've had my ups and downs with my voice. Any singer who, I was doing 90 gigs a year with my band, like my voice has been through the ringer. I've had, you have to work through sickness. You have to work. I mean, I've sang games with no voice. You just kind of learn to adapt. I know it's crazy. You just kind of learn to adapt, vocal rest, that kind of thing. But the acoustic wise, it definitely, I sing at different arenas. So I also sing at Comerica, and the
Right.
sound difference is so crazy there versus LCA. I actually really enjoy the acoustics at LCA. It really,
Okay.
like I said, it kind of comes down to me, so it's less going out and kind of the sound does come down. So, it's just the first few games I'll come in early and do a sound check just so I can
Mm-hmm.
get used to it. And then, when I'm a quarter way through the season, I don't really need to do that. It's just it's, like any profession, you kind of learn how to
Yeah.
it comes natural at this point. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, you're doing great. Megan and I travel to quite a few away games, and we get judgy now because we're like, well, we have
Oh,
Monica.
yeah.
You sort of set the bar. So we've gotten to be like, a little bit snobby, I guess you could say,
I
about the
mean,
anthem.
come on, we expect the best here, you guys. Okay.
What's the funniest? So I'll just share mine. Right off the bat, I still recall Trevor Zegras and Anaheim's reaction to the national anthem played on bongos. And
Oh,
he was being interviewed after the first period, and they asked him,
wait, I
like,
think I
why'd you do?
saw that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. And he's like, I mean, well, we had to recover from the bongos before we did that, that, that. What's the craziest rendition of the anthem that you have seen?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'll always go back to like the Fergie rendition. I still
Oh,
to this day will watch it. I think it's
yeah.
so I think because you know what? As a musician, I kind of knew where she was going with it. Like she was trying to be a little jazzy with it and like,
Yeah.
but I mean it, oh my God, poor
There's a
thing.
time and place.
Poor
Yeah.
thing.
Fergie's awesome. We love Fergie,
We
but
love Fergie. We
that
love
that
Fergie.
was
We have no hate for Fergie, but
no, no, that wasn't her
it
shining
got
moment.
it went really off the rails. And I do change the anthem up every season. Like I'll add a little flair to it in different areas, but I always go
Ooh.
back to Fergie. I'm like, I need to check myself. I need to make
Yeah.
sure this we're not getting too like, sassy with it. Like let's just sing it. Okay,
Yeah.
be respectful. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna be listening closely on Thursday to see if we can pick up like, ooh, she had a little flair there.
There's a new little, yeah, you'll see. You'll see
Awesome.
Ooh.
Thursday.
Awesome. And it runs in the family. So I don't want our listeners to think who are watching on YouTube that we're just ignoring your little family member in your lap here because we got to quickly meet Stanley the dachshund
Yes.
before you joined, but
Yes.
clearly little Stanley is
Let's bring him. Oh, he's
adorable
he's very sleepy right now. Look
and
at him.
proof that hockey is near and dear to your heart. Oh,
Yeah, this is my
he's
little
so sweet.
hands.
And
Yeah.
then your other little one, human form, Mila. Oh, perfect octopus is
I
cute.
know, truly. He's a little
So
hockey man.
he is. And your daughter, we got to
Yeah.
meet over the summer at the Kilo and Co event. And if you have,
Yeah.
I mean, mini me to the max, she is like a mini Monica, equally
Aw,
as like friendly and outgoing. And like I told her, I'm a big fan of yours. I got to hear you sing at Little
I
Caesars
loved
Arena with
that.
your mom. And she said, you heard me? Yeah, like I didn't want to scare her. Thousands of people heard you.
Yeah, yeah.
Her little vibrato and her, I mean,
Oh.
she's an incredible singer. So
Mhm.
how do you work with her?
Yeah, you know what? I would love to work with her more, but she is definitely at an age where she doesn't want mom coaching her. Like, she used to.
Fair.
We used to do warm-ups and all this stuff, and it's just her and I, so she's come to almost every single game with me, right? Since she's
Hmm.
been 2, so she's born in 2016, so she started coming with me when she was 2, and she just really grew up, I'd bring her to gigs with me sometimes. She'd have to,
Yeah.
like, so she just really grew up in that, and she doesn't even know how cool it is. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's unbelievable the people she's met and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, that's like my biggest, like I'm so proud of that. That's like
For
why I
sure.
love doing this basically at this point because
Oh,
yeah, I love it.
yeah. That makes sense. You hear a lot of the hockey players who, are close to retirement age and they say, I want to stick it out like one more year because I've got a little one and I want them to have those
Yeah.
memories. Like, that's pretty cool that you get to share that with your daughter.
I
Very
mean,
special.
it's awesome. I mean, her and Mickey Redmond are like two little peas in a pod. They hold hands and just like walk and talk like on the concourse or when we're down below, like warming up, whatever. I mean, she's just her and Darren McCarty. I mean, just I could go on and on. The people that are just love
Yeah.
Mila. She's really yeah, she's been
Yeah.
exposed to a lot of cool things.
She's pretty lovable, but yeah, I hope there's gonna come a point in her teen years where she's like, "Oh my God, I was the coolest kid ever." Like I had no idea.
Yeah, she's slowly actually starting to realize it, and I think it's
Oh,
because when she started singing with me, it was with the Tigers, and then the Red Wings approached me and they're like, "Hey, we would love to have Mila just sing like basically by herself." And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's no, I'm just kidding. I was like, "Absolutely, yes." Um, and so when she sang, I like really it like hit me like, "Oh my gosh," like and she's always had a great voice because she's really been exposed to music. I was singing with my band when I was pregnant with her. Like she heard all of those
mhm.
sounds and just, she's around it. But I mean, she really can sing. Like I don't think I sang like that when she's 9 and she started
Yeah.
singing with the Tigers when she was 4.
Wow.
Right.
Incredible.
So like, yeah.
And brave too. I mean, she's quite confident, so that's good. You're raising her
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So as much as we love to think that all you do all day is just sing and prepare for each home game and pick out your beautiful
Yeah.
red outfits,
Yes.
you're actually an incredibly busy lady running a business as well,
Yeah.
right? And it's food related. So I am not a good cook, but Megan, you are. So this
I can
speaks,
do things sometimes. I don't know if it's good, but I can do
Yay.
things.
Good.
But yeah, I didn't know until we got to talk with you at the Kilo event that you had such an incredible business. And I've been perusing your
Yeah.
website and I'm like, "God, I'm hungry now."
yeah.
Like, it all
Yeah.
looks so amazing. So,
Thank you.
how did that come about? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I own a plant-based meal prep company. It's called Miroh. So Miroh, but it's named after Mila, my daughter. So her name is Mila Rose. So it's Miro from, and then I added an H on the end to aesthetics and trademark. Okay, so we'll just
Yeah.
Perfect.
business purposes, we added the H. But yeah, I've had that since she actually was 2 as well. So in 2018, I started that as well. I just was started honestly, I have a master's in biochemistry. I was working at DuPont at the time, doing chemical work, that kind of thing. And had a little, I feel like midlife crisis at that point and just was not happy with my life. And I was singing so much. I loved that. I had just started singing with the Wings at that time. And I started cooking for some friends. Just, I love to cook. And I realized that there was a really big lack in plant-based meals or restaurants or in the area that were like really that everybody could eat, not just people
Mhm.
that were plant-based. At the time I was vegan. And then so I started just cooking for friends and I would post it online and my sister was like, "You should just like see if you can like make a business out of this. Like this could be cool. You could really do something with this." And I started like a fake Instagram. The business was called Earth, URTH at the time.
Okay.
Um, and I started it and I had like a 200-person wait list in like a month. And I told my sister, I'm like, "I think I've made a horrible mistake because I either need to quit my job or like go all in or like not do this because so I did. I quit my job, literally just quit my job and
Wow.
started figuring out how to really cook in commercial kitchens. How can I rent a space? How can I do this? Like keep in mind this took me like 3 years to figure out. But yeah, so I have now a brick and mortar on Square Lake and Telegraph in Bloomfield Hills, and lots of the players get my meals, lots of their wives, lots of people who are from Michigan who have been traded to other teams. They still get all my stuff in the off season. They come to so tons of the referees. I mean, it's just been such a cool experience to intermingle like both of my careers, basically. Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you come up with all the recipes? Because I mean, the one that stood out to me because I feel like I'm obsessed with banana was the banana muffins.
Oh
So
my
do
God.
you create all the recipes?
Yeah, so we have over like 5,000 recipes saved.
Wow.
Yeah, and we meaning me and the staff that's kind of come in and out over the last 7 to 8 years. But yeah, right now I have an amazing team. I have a head chef. My head chef and my manager really kind of come up with the menu at this point, but we have had so many recipes over the years that we can kind of tweak stuff and just, but yeah, everything is completely from me or from staff that I've had in. Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's
really cool.
so amazing. I was so impressed with the recipes. I feel like we kind of are a little keto around here, so I'm always trying to figure out keto related stuff. But like your meals,
Yeah.
I was like, I could eat this every day, no problem. Like the
Yeah, our stuff
quinoa, like the
is
whole, oh, it looked
we
so
have
good.
we have like monthly menus. So like
Hmm.
right now we're in the October menu, so it's a little more seasonal. We have like a carrot ginger soup. It's so creamy. I mean,
Mm.
the options we have right now are so good. We have like this lentil meatloaf. It's also like literally with like it's just with a mushroom gravy, and like we have tacos and we have flatbreads, and yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
need to get
really
over
We're
there.
coming over.
I know, like,
ladies, I'm gonna send you some. We also deliver once a week, every Tuesday. So I'll send you guys some stuff. We'll offline. I'm gonna get your orders, okay?
You're so sweet.
yeah, I was ready to talk the keto husband into it. I was like, listen, I need to order this. Like, this is perfect.
Yes, we have some pumpkin muffins too right now,
I
seasonal.
know, I saw
I'll
that
send you
too.
guys some stuff. I'll send you so you can test it
I,
out.
Yeah, he does
yeah,
love pumpkin.
you could probably get him with the pumpkin muffin.
Yeah.
I'll get them. We'll get
Yep.
them. Let's go.
He's a pumpkin spice guy.
Oh, love that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Weren't you yelling at him the other weekend because you're like, if you're gonna go get yourself a pumpkin spice latte, you can't just bring me like a boring black coffee.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
I
So-
really every season that I like get my first pumpkin spice latte, it's the funniest thing ever. I always like remember it. I'm like, oh, my first pumpkin spice
Mhm.
latte of the season. Like, why is it like a thing? It's turned into like
Yeah,
this
so
like
weird.
milestone every year for me.
I don't know
It's
when that
so crazy.
happened, but it's like the first snowfall. It's like
Right.
fall
I
is
know,
here.
right. Yes, totally.
Absolutely. Oh,
I
go
wanted
ahead.
to ask about your food delivery, Monica, that you
Yeah.
mentioned because you said it's on Tuesdays, and I'm really intrigued because I live super close to your cafe. So how it is it something you pre-sign up for, or you order like ad hoc?
Yeah, so everything is basically a la carte. We don't like force you to sign a, monthly service or anything like that. It's kind of I wanted to give my clients like flexibility because at the time when I had started my business, I realized that a lot of people, they like to travel, they like to do things. I didn't want to like lock people in and force them to, oh, if you don't order, we're still going to charge you for the month or the week or whatever. So it's really a la carte. You can order up until Sunday at 4 p.m. for the following Tuesday. So you have like the whole week up until Sunday to order for that Tuesday.
Okay.
And it's just an app. You just go on the app store and look up Miro, Miroh Meals, and it pops up. It's super easy. You can customize everything and see all the ingredients. And there's stuff for kids, people that are vegan, people that aren't, working
Mhm.
people, so you can do a pickup or a delivery if you pre-order online, or you can come into the store and we have everything stocked. So it's totally like preference. Yeah. And we go all the way to Ann Arbor, Macomb, Novi, Lake
Yeah.
Orion. Yeah, our radius is huge for delivery. I have a in-house delivery team that work just for me, so it's not any, random people going to your
Wow.
house.
Yeah. This is huge. You went
I
from,
Yeah.
you know
know.
what? I'm
Let's
just cooking for my
go,
friends to be
Miro.
your story is incredible because I think everyone knows you as, if I may say, like the voice
Yes.
of Little
Yeah.
Caesars
I'll take
Arena.
it. I love
But
that.
you are a savvy businesswoman. I mean,
Thank
very
you.
inspiring.
Very impressive.
Thanks, guys. It takes a lot of trial and error. I always tell people, they're like, how did you like manage to keep a business alive for 7 years? Which sounds sad because it's like, more businesses should be in motion like that. But I will say I have made mistakes. I have shed many tears. It's just, you just have to just, keep going and make, know that the business can survive and kind of get through it. And, there's going to be ups and downs, but definitely over the years, I have like my group now, I have like a little following of people, not a little, we have a lot of people that follow us, but yeah, our menu goes out to like almost 4,000 people a week. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And you
crazy.
survived some crazy times with like the
Mhm.
pandemic and,
We
you
actually,
rode the roller coaster.
oh yeah, we killed it during the pandemic because I did not have a brick and mortar at the time. I actually just had a commissary like commercial kitchen, and I shared it with five other businesses, so you couldn't walk in. So I actually during COVID was allowed to stay open, and
Ooh,
it actually was huge for me because so many businesses weren't able to provide food. So people were crazy. Like literally, it was like, the food scarcity. You'd go to the store and there was, remember, no food. Like, so I
right,
had
right.
suppliers. So I was getting, deliveries easily. I was able to use my delivery team to deliver out. So during COVID, that's why I'm still surviving, because I had so many clientele
Brilliant.
that stuck with me through that whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
people at home who didn't want to leave their house. I
Who were
wish I had
afraid.
known about you.
Me
Yeah,
too.
right? But yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people were like afraid to just even leave their house. I mean, we had people who, had like during COVID, we would have people that would leave out like special coolers because they didn't want it touching the air. Like I'm telling you, I had have
Yeah.
the weirdest stories. Like they, all my drivers had masks on and this and that. Like just COVID was just crazy times for sure. I mean, yeah. And I was still singing the anthem during COVID and I had to stay. Oh, this is crazy. Going back to singing at least. I was up in the stands singing during
My
COVID
God.
with
I don't
no
remember
fans.
that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
No fans, singing in the stands to the players. And like I think they were allowed to bring like, oh geez, I don't remember, but
I
I had
went
to
to
wear a
4 of those
mask.
games.
Yeah, I
4
had
of
to wear a
them.
mask up
Hmm.
until I started singing and then I had to put it right back like crazy. Just it's
Wow.
crazy to me. I know. I forgot that I did that just until now.
We've all blocked out a
We
lot of those
have.
I mean, I
memories.
definitely blocked out a lot during that time.
I just remember how quiet it was in there during games, and it was just
Weird.
so eerie. And then, like, of course, like the manufactured sound they would play was never right, and you're just like, just skip it. Like,
So bizarre, yeah.
it was so
And then
weird.
I think they got to a point where they said, I don't think there was anybody that was allowed in. So
Yeah,
anyways, yeah, I did like probably 10 of those COVID games, but crazy times. I know.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you were ahead of the curve with your business model. I mean, I think there was probably a lot of restaurant owners who wish they had your
Oh,
model at that point, but
well, I had a lot of people reach out to me and say, "Hey, like, can we rent the kitchen that you're in? Like, what's?" It was really just a crazy time, but it really allowed me to scale with for
Mhm.
that many people because it forced me to, because I had gone from like 5 friends that I was cooking for to leasing a kitchen where I had a storage unit a mile down and I was having to bring all my pots and pans, unload, load every single day
Wow.
to I was serving, like 90 households a week with one
Wow.
staff member and myself. So it really forced me to figure out how to do stuff on a large scale really quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So you mentioned a lot of the athletes and their wives and families are now clients of yours, which is very cool.
Yeah.
What are some of the recommendations you make for those types of, health concerned individuals? I know the athletes have certain calorie goals they have to hit. They all have
Totally.
different needs and lots of protein. So how do you approach that? Do you have any type of, you mentioned biochemistry. Do you have a background in like dietetics or nutrition?
I don't. I just think in general, I have a very good science background. So
Yeah.
I don't necessarily give them nutrition advice. We have a lot of things that are like high protein, high carb, high calorie kind of stuff that the players like to choose from versus like a
Okay.
lot of the wives do like stuff for their family. So they'll order like a larger size of like our lemon orzo. They love the muffins with the Red Wings kids are not normal. They'll get like some of the wives will come in and get like 6 packs or like they're obsessed with we have these energy balls and like their kids are upset. So like
I
I
love
know which
it.
ones are going to the kids, but yeah, we have a lot of high protein stuff. We do like protein
Okay.
pancakes and like so yeah, we don't have a nutritionist in store, but just general, we do put our macros online.
Okay.
But it's a general
Yeah.
macro. It's not
Mhm.
to the T. It's, because each dish is going to vary just a little bit based on, we try to do exact measurements. But so yeah, I will suggest certain things, but mostly like high carb, protein heavy dishes for the guys, and
Okay.
then family style stuff for a lot of the other families. Yeah.
Nice.
This is fascinating. My
I
husband was a
know.
biochemistry and molecular biology major and also made a career pivot to engineering. But long story short, this may end up being his favorite episode. He's going to want
I
to
think
geek out
so.
with you. So
Yeah.
Yay! Wait, I'm
it's
so excited.
the science behind nutrition
Oh
is
yeah,
really fascinating. And it's like, it's kind of different for everybody based on your personal needs. So I love all the
totally.
options you're talking about.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what are your favorite things to serve at home? What does Mila like?
Oh my gosh, we're big soup girls. We
Oh,
love soups.
good.
So like I have been loving the hot weather still. I'm not ready for the cold just yet. But once that cold hits, we are soup girls. We'll do 3 soups a week. French onion. We love a white bean
Oh, yeah.
chili. Oh yeah. So, but she is really big into like sushi and
Mm,
we love Italian. I'm Italian, so we cook a lot of Italian food in my house and yeah,
amazing.
her palate is like her voice. It's very mature. She
That's
loves
right.
she loves the raw fish. She loves
Oh my
mussels.
gosh.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I've created a monster. Help me.
I
I
told you
have
she's choosing Mindy.
I
I
have no
can't.
self-control, so I've already started the soup. I had like
Oh,
Yeah.
an abundance of cherry tomatoes. So
oh,
I was making tomato bisque with them. I'm like, this is
oh my
so
Ooh.
hard.
God. That sounds so good with like a nice crunchy bread. Doesn't that sound
Yes.
good? I want that.
Yes, that does sound really good.
Mhm.
Funny, Megan, we just started the soup thing too. So our big thing is, well, my husband likes cooking, but doesn't really have a lot of time. And I just like don't love cooking. I get ADD and just want to go flutter about and leave the kitchen. So he likes to cook, but we'd make one big pot of soup or chili and then have it for like 5 or 6 days.
Oh yeah.
And my mom's always like, why don't you freeze some? And we're like, no, we just are boring and ate the same thing for 6 days in a row. But we're on day 3 of homemade chicken noodle soup, and his is
Oh,
my favorite. It's so good. So
oh.
yeah, we're
Well,
also in soup season.
a little trick for that. I always cook the noodles separate.
He does too.
And then, okay, good. I was gonna say,
Yep.
and then I heat the soup, I reheat it like really hot, and then I put the noodles in and just kind of let them
Yep.
like cool the soup down a little bit, and so they're not overcooked. Okay, love that.
Yep. Yep.
See, real
That's
soup
awesome.
girls know this.
Yeah.
The fake ones, the fake soup girls don't know about the noodle trick.
No, it's because it tastes like brand new fresh every time you have it, even if you're like,
Totally.
because this is the
Yes.
noodles. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree. Look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about in the kitchen.
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is so fascinating. We can't wait to try some things. And like I said, I'm right around the corner. So I'll definitely stop by
Love
and see the
that.
cafe. Very
Yeah.
exciting. But we
You
have to
better bring
ask.
me.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll
Oh
we'll
yeah,
make it we'll
like a
make
little
it a
lunch date
girls'
then.
day.
We'll have a little
Love
lunch
it.
date. Yeah.
I know I'm sad. Megan just moved in with her fiance, who I think we told you is my brother. So I
Yeah.
have more of a reason to go visit them, like
Which
two
I
people in
absolutely
one
love
place.
that for
But
you too.
oh
I
my
really
gosh,
truly do.
thanks.
There couldn't be two people that could handle that. And you two are like, I love you both. Like honestly,
Oh my God,
this
thanks.
is
So
this is great.
because our two of our like close friends from the organization we belong to, ladies of the NHL, knew us when we were just friends. Like she hadn't even met my brother, and Megan announced like, "Hey, I'm actually dating someone. It's Devon's brother," and they were all like, "Oh, that's great, but what is gonna happen like if you guys break up?" And I was like, "I don't think they're gonna. Like, I just
Yeah, this
this
is like you just
works."
can't. So sorry, you're
No,
gonna have to stay together forever.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
And I told my
Yes,
brother I'm keeping her if they break up, so that was the other thing.
that's yeah, obviously. Duh.
But all is well. The wedding's on, all is well. But
Yes.
yeah, but we'll have to make it a girls' day. So you can come
Yes.
over. You can sleep over at my house. We'll go
I would
try
love that.
muffins with Monica.
Yay! Okay,
I'm
cool.
excited. So the other thing we need to do, jumping topics, but you keep reminding me because I'm seeing your adorable line
Oh,
change new for fall, and we are big fans of Julie Petrie
love
and
her.
Angela Price. Oh, the D on the back is
Oh,
so
it's
so
so
good.
cool.
So we haven't talked much about line change coat. Do you want to give the listeners like the little overview?
Yeah. So I absolutely love their gear. Truly. I'm like, first of all, well, it was a little chilly today, so I put this on. I'm like
Yes.
obsessed. They sent me the
Finally,
best.
a little chilly.
I know, right? So they sent me some stuff. I love both of the girls are amazing. Julie and Angela, love them. They're just so involved. Julie actually, she's comes to my shop, obviously the trade and that kind of thing, but they're based in Michigan and she's in my store
Yeah.
all the time. Her kids love the muffins and the energy balls and all that. So I get to see her a lot, but they're just I love how I've seen the brand evolve and now they're
Mhm.
in Shop Hockey Town
Woohoo.
and like I'm so happy that it's not just like a pop-up and they're like permanently in there now. I think
Yeah.
it's just so cool. It's so important. It's been so hard with like women's sports gear.
Hmm.
Because I like to dress it up too because technically when I'm on the ice, I like to obviously dress up. I'm not going to show up in like sweatpants and like my Sherpa and my but I could wear a cute little everything you can dress up with their
Yeah.
stuff is awesome.
You
So,
really
yeah,
can.
their
And you
stuff is great.
have. We've seen you style some of their pieces
Oh,
so
yeah.
cute with like
Yeah.
boots and yeah, love it.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be seeing this for sure this season. Then I think they sent me a few other things, but definitely I'll be wearing some skirts with them, with some of the hoodies and stuff like that. But there's been some great, Kilo and Co. and Ashley Harris Design. I love her
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
And Line Change and Fanatics and Wear by Erin Andrews. I mean,
Yes.
there's just been some really cool women-owned businesses that have popped up with the gear. I love it.
Yes.
I'm all for it.
As do we, hence Hockey Style Podcast. We love
Yeah.
it. It's
I'm
a
gonna
fun
do
time for ladies
full
in hockey.
this season. I'm definitely gonna showcase my outfits more. So we can do a
Ooh,
little we'll chat offline about this,
love
but
it.
Love
I'm
it.
all about the style this season.
So that's funny because we would have said you were always all about the style. One thing
Yes.
Megan and I would be remiss not to mention is we always comment because we have a lot of red. Like, I don't know, at least 50%, if not more, of our wardrobes are exclusively red for obvious
Yes.
reasons.
Yes.
But I think you might be right up there with us because we're always like, how do you find, even if it's not Red Wings branded, the chicest, like
Mhm.
sophisticated, upscale looking pieces to wear to the arena that still you still have like a sporty vibe, but like it's glam, it's super feminine. Like, where do you like to shop? What are some of your favorite
Oh
like
my
go-to
gosh.
red pieces?
I honestly I get them from the most random places sometimes because I didn't have a lot of red before I started singing because red is just like it's a color that you either love or you don't wear.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
And now, honestly, I'm gonna do a closet tour for you guys. I actually
Okay.
just have a sports closet where I keep all of my stuff that I sing in. It's literally hilarious. There's red glitter all over the stuff. There's like it's out of control. I have like a whole red glitter suit. Like,
Love it.
anyways, my the play I there it's just kind of random. I like to do like my bottoms from like the Aritzia, Abercrombie,
Hmm.
Zara, but honestly, every season I'll like a few months before the season starts, I'll just type in like red clothing and just start buying it all and then figuring out what I like and then I'll match it with some sportier stuff and I don't have the answer for that yet. I
Yeah.
might in the next few seasons, but
Well, you're with we do the same, don't we? Just
Mhm.
yeah.
Google.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, today our I know we follow each other on socials, but if listen any of the listeners aren't following us at Hockey Style Podcast, we did our big like new branding of the pod in conjunction with the new season, and we are wearing full high-low tufted tulle skirts with our Kilo
Love.
and Co t-shirts. it's it's a little extra, but like if
Yes.
anyone would appreciate it, we felt like maybe
No.
you would.
I haven't been on social today, but as soon as I will, I'll look. Oh yeah, I'm all about like I said, I have a full like sequined red suit. And I mean, I have some funny, I have a whole like feathery red jacket that I'm gonna wear this season. And I have like, oh yeah, I have some cool stuff coming. I'm excited. So
Okay. Well,
yeah.
we're going to have you back on to talk some more. We know
Yes,
you got to go grab your little one tonight,
I
but
know.
clearly we have lots more to talk about. So, closet tour, hockey
Yes,
style for ladies
let's
this
go.
season. And we cannot wait on Thursday to see you, to get goosebumps with you.
Yeah.
And you'll hear us because we will both be cheering you on.
I love it. Thank you guys so, so, so much. I cannot wait to be back on and chat with you guys.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Monica. Have an awesome season. Go Wings.
I'll see you
See you
Thursday.
Bye.
Thursday. Welcome to the third period. I am once again so amazed and impressed by our guests. I knew that Monica was amazing, but it was so amazing to hear all her stories and like how she got started. And I'm so impressed with her business model, everything she's done with it. So I just feel like this was a very interesting episode. So much fun.
So interesting. Surprised but not shocked, if that makes
Right.
any sense.
Yes.
Like, we didn't
Yes.
know her. We would see her from afar and she just seemed like the full package. Like,
Hmm.
she's got it going on. And then you realize, oh yeah, that's an
She does.
understatement. She's
Yeah.
just like started a business from scratch. It's
Ah,
booming. It's successful. She's got a master's in biochemistry and molecular biology, the cutest little girl, like the cutest little dog named Stanley.
cutest dog. Gosh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I know. I told her not to digress, but I told her we got to introduce Stanley and my Preston because he was also,
Aw.
it's Lord Stanley of Preston and they're right around the same age. Wouldn't that be adorable if they like
It'd be
followed
really
around
cute.
together?
That would be
Anyway,
so cute.
I always digress when it comes to dogs. She was amazing, very inspiring. And I think there was something in this episode for everybody, like
Hmm.
whether or not you are really into hockey style as we are and excited about her fashion and all the things coming down the pike, whether or not you are impressed by the vocal talents and the music element, or an entrepreneur or small business
Hmm.
owner, or really just someone in the community looking to support a small business.
Yeah,
Really inspiring on many levels.
for sure.
So, how about those muffins?
Um, I'm gonna think about that
Yeah.
forever until I have one.
I've got two flavors I'm craving now: banana because of the muffins, and then pumpkin because it's just the season. So,
Yeah,
we may,
I love banana. So I'm like really,
mm,
really thinking about that now. Yeah.
Telfer and I had like a little cold thing going on last week, and I thought of you because I ordered him a banana pudding smoothie.
Yum.
I was like, Megan would love this. So
I
that's you
would.
too. You too. I am not so much a banana
So
girl, but
good.
yeah.
It's
Anyway, I'm excited to
delicious.
plan our girls' night and go visit Monica's cafe. And I hope all of our listeners will check it out too. It sounds like if you're anywhere really in the Metro Detroit area,
Mm-hmm.
she can deliver to you. So
It's
check it
awesome.
out. We will be sure to tag her when we post in her company, Miroh, on Instagram. So look for that and you can click through and check out her website and her Instagram page, which, as she said, is quite busy. She's got a lot of
Yeah.
followers.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, Megan, do you have a hockey style tip for us today?
Well, I feel like now that we finally have hockey back.
Woo
Um,
woo!
all the socials are coming back and stuff like that. And I noticed a lot of the teams did a pretty good job of advertising all of the new merch that they have this year. And I think if you are going to your home opener or anytime soon, you should hit your team store and see what they have to offer because it seems like I feel like the merchandise gets better and better every year, and there's usually something for everyone, something fun and different. So hit your team store, support the
Yes.
team.
There you go. And I think a lot of team stores used to exclusively be open to ticket holders during the games. And I'm
Hmm.
finding, at least in Detroit, now we're very fortunate because we launched this season our online presence with Shop Hockey Town. So anybody can shop anytime.
Yes,
Um,
we're a bit behind the curve with that, but
Yes, yes, yes. So
don't forget
hopefully
about online.
your arena, yes. But also there's hours now that where the store is open outside of game days. So
Yes, that
that's
did
also
happen
helpful.
pre-COVID too, but
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully you can
sadly,
all get in quickly. I want some true centennial merch to wear.
that's
So
yes.
we'll be there shopping.
Hmm.
And then also check out Line Change Co.
Oh my
online
gosh, yes.
because that is a brand that we love that we haven't talked about a ton yet because we've been
Yeah,
waiting for the season to start. But their stuff is like, I would say, very chic. Like I could wear
yes.
it to the office and go to a meeting and then go to the game and it
I
would work
find
on
it's
both.
when we travel to away games, it's often in the team stores too,
Yeah.
and they have like a very classy look to it. It's really good.
Mhm.
I definitely check it out if you can.
Yes. All right. Well, hockey is back. We will leave you with that. Can't wait to talk next week when, for the first time, we will be able to give an update on Red Wings games. It's happened. It's
I'm
happened.
nervous.
I know. I know. Well, please come back, listeners. Join us for that because we would love to hear your thoughts. So go ahead, give us a subscribe, a follow on Instagram at Hockey Style Podcast. If you want to leave a comment, we would love to hear what you think. So please do. And we'll talk to you then.
See you later.